As head of security for Haifa Bay Port, Itzik brings more than 3 decades of experience to his role.
Once every 60 or 70 years, a port is built in Israel. I feel like this was a rare opportunity to change environment and take on a tremendous challenge.
Challenges include making sure port infrastructure and planning codes meet Israeli regulations, hiring and training employees, and adhering to Israel's unique security needs. Beyond implementing standard fire and chemical leak protection, blast-proof concrete barriers have been erected around the port to safeguard against possible missile or rocket attacks.
I was concerned there would be a major conflict, and I would have to convince and argue with the management over the security budget.
The 540,000 square meter Haifa Bay Port is modeled after Shanghai's Yangtze Port, #1 in the world in shipment turnover rates. Haifa Bay is the second automated port built by SIPG. All systems here except trucks are computer controlled, improving workflow efficiency and slashing human error and accident rates.
I learned a lot from the Chinese team. He have amazing idea, and that's what helped us to complete the project.
Completing the project was an against-the-odds endeavor. CSCEC's major undertaking started with landfill. All of this was seawater prior to 2018. Next, structures, electricity lines, and equipment needed to be put into place. Challenges soon presented.
Trouble started in early 2020 with COVID. We have a great shortage of local labor. With the joint efforts of both Chinese and Israeli staff, we try to overcome various difficulties so as to make sure the port is open on time.
COVID lockdowns impacted the Israeli workforce and delayed shipment of materials essential to the project. Then a major conflict between Israel and Gaza broke out months before the September 2021 deadline, further threatening completion goals. Chinese team members worked 24 hours a day to meet the deadline. On September 1, 2021, the port opened on schedule.
The importance of Haifa Port is not only for Israel alone, but it also plays a role in maritime transportation around this area.
Haifa Bay Port is a 24/7 operation with a handling capacity of 1.86 million containers per year. Charging vessels with electricity versus diesel reduces the port's environmental impact. Success was also achieved on interpersonal levels.
I've been amazed by the Chinese culture, by their adherence to a mission, by their diligence, and by their different managerial concept.
Those impressions of Chinese co-workers impacted Itzik and influenced his personal managerial style.
On the eve of the Chinese New Year, the highest-level port managers visited the port workers who couldn't travel home to celebrate with their families. It was a part of their custom and culture, visiting the workers and giving them small gifts to say, "Thank you for being here."
On the eve of a recent Jewish holiday, Itzik visited Israeli port employees to show his support and appreciation. Stephanie Freid, CGTN, Haifa Bay Port.